this video review, we're going to be looking at the BigBadToyStore exclusive ThunderCats Mumm-Ra Evil Glow-Dark figure from Super7. Like with all Super7's Ultimate figures, Mumm-Ra comes in a mailer box. Inside that mailer box, the Ultimate style packaging, but with the different from the other releases of the ThunderCats Ultimate figures. Instead of being a black box with the logos in red, we have a chrome style finish on the box. It's a maroon, bright red. This is a slipcover over top the main box. On the back you have the ThunderCats logo. On the bottom you have the information. On the top of the box you can see a ghosted image of the Ultimates logo. It's a chrome finish, so very easily to get fingerprints on this box. One neat little feature with this box too, not only does the figure glow in the dark, the Mumm-Ra logo actually glows in the dark. Let's turn out the light to see how well it glows. As you can see, the logo glows really well in the dark. Let's slide the slipcover off the box and take a look at the figure inside. With the slipcover off, you can see the figure inside with all the accessories displayed really well in the Ultimate style packaging. A nice big window that highlights everything inside the box. The only thing I would like to see, I know that they got the logo up here, if you want to, especially being a glow-in-the-dark figure, it'd be nice if they had like the little window cut up here where you could actually let light in, so to help charge the figure if you don't want to take your figures out of the box. With this review, this will be the first time I'll be looking at the Super7's version of Mumm-Ra. I actually passed on the very first version they released with the regular colors, because I actually have the Mattel version of Mumm-Ra. With the added accessories was nice, but I didn't really see the point of getting another one of the decrepit Mumm-Ras just for a few extra accessories. But glow in the dark. Love me some glow in the dark, so I had to get this one. Speaking of glow in the dark, let's go ahead and just check see how much it glows inside the packaging now. As you can see, even in the packaging, Mumm-Ra glows really well. You can see everything inside the box glowing nicely after it's been charged up. You can even see the staff in the back and the extra hands. I love the packaging on these Super7 Ultimate figures. It's very clean, elegant, nice window box. ThunderCats logo. And you probably already noticed that the Mumm-Ra glows in the dark as well. On the back of the packaging, you have the artwork of the ThunderCats mural, like all the main ThunderCats lines. Mumm-Ra symbol here, name, and a bio of Mumm-Ra on the bottom. The box is very chrome, so let's try to get you to see the bio for Mumm-Ra. Alright, let's get Mumm-Ra outside the packaging. Here we have Mumm-Ra outside the packaging with all the accessories. Mumm-Ra comes with an alternate wired cape, which is really nice. I haven't got a chance to look at this since I didn't get the Super7's first release of Mumm-Ra. This will probably be the one I'll end up playing them with once I get them on the shelf. Mumm-Ra comes with a staff, 2 alternate gripping hands, comes packaged with 2 open style pose hands on the figure, with the closed mouth head. We have an open mouth head, an amulet, Book of Thundera, urn, and the hilt to the sword of Plundera. The rubber style cape that he comes packaged with is like more of a deeper, like a maroon color, almost got a purplish tint to it. One thing to be very careful with once you're getting them out of the packaging, I was being very careful, but the glue came completely loose on this side of the packaging. Just sliding the tray out of the box, every bit of the glue just broke loose, which shouldn't be a problem once you put the slipcover back on, but it's just something I want to point out for when you start getting them out of the packaging. Then bring in the Mattel version of Mumm-Ra. I have this style cape on Mumm-Ra right now, with the same as the one in the packaging. As you can see on the Mattel one, it's a much brighter red, more true red. Then this is more like a muted maroonish purple color instead of red. Same with the alternate cape for Mattel. Mattel actually had a more open style rubber cape. Mattel didn't come with one of the wired capes like the Super7. Now let's see how well he glows outside the packaging one more time. As you can see, all the parts glow really well. You have the hilt of the sword of Plundera, the Book of Thundera, the urn, the extra hands, the head. You can see how well the head glows. Where the eyes and mouth are painted, will show up a black instead of glowing. And you see the staff glows really well. Let's turn the lights back on. Let's get the cape off of it. Look at the body. Pop the head off the ball joint. For switching the heads, I was having a little difficulty getting the head to go on to the ball joint. Once I did, I used a blow dryer to heat it up, but even when doing that, I could tell it was tight on the ball joint. Actually, what I ended up doing was taking a dribble bit, beveling the edge to the hole for the head socket, and just take a rounded cutting tool and just waller it inside the peg a little bit. Now I can actually just pop it on, no problem, and the head moves. Before, when I popped it on, I felt like I was going to snap the peg to the ball joint. Now it free moves, but still stiff. Might just be my copy, but I didn't want to take the risk of snapping that neck because I don't know how fragile the glow-in-the-dark material is going to be over time. Same with the hands. I took a blow dryer to heat it up, so the wrist up so I can swap out the hand. Popped right in. I could put a gripping hand on. I do like the really nice open mouth look. This alternate head sculpt. I never got this with the Mattel. These open mouth style heads are exclusive to Super7 figures. It really looks like he's getting ready to call on the ancient spirits of evil. If you have the previous Super7 or the previous Mattel figure, so you've seen this body already, it is very nicely sculpted with all the bandage bodies. And I like the wash that they put over the glow-in-the-dark material. But as you can see with the light picking up, the figure is semi-translucent. You can actually see light passing through the figure. With this body, he's not going to be super articulated, which he shouldn't be in this form. I'm so looking forward to his transformed body, but apparently it's been delayed to possibly like June, from what I was hearing, which is nuts. But let's go ahead and just do a quick rundown on the articulation of this figure while we got the robe off. The head is on a pegged ball joint. You can't really look up. You can look forward. You can look down. Full 360. When you rotate the head, it's going to spin up a little bit. Disc-in shoulders. Go out to here. Both the arms are tethered together, so you can't really... You're going to be restricted to how much you can get them out. They'll go up all the way together, but you will still get some restriction with them being tethered together like this. There is no bicep swivel. He has a swivel at the elbow. You can get 90 degrees at the elbow. Hinge and swivel wrist. The grip hand is a vertical hinged. Open pose style hands are horizontally hinged. Let's check with the other hands. Same with the other alternate grip hand. It's vertically hinged. And the open style pose is horizontally hinged. There is a waist twist. Hinge and swivel hips. You can kick out pretty far. Actually farther than a lot of Spider-Man figures in Marvel Legends. The skirt piece is soft, so you can kick out this far. Back this much. There is no thigh swivel. Single joint knees, which is very tight. This is as far as the knees will bend. Instead of being thigh swivel, there's a swivel at the knee. There's hinged ankles, and there's ankle pivots. He actually is pretty decently articulated. All right, let's see how well he glows without all the robes and everything on. It didn't get enough charge on this side where I was holding it, but you can see where it really charged up. This figure really glows. I love this. Now let's turn the lights back on. As you see, it's not all just glow-in-the-dark material. The head have painted eyes. Kind of wish we could have got some different glow-in-the-dark material paints. I know some of their Baxter Stockman glows blue. Been really cool if they could have kind of mixed. Had the head in the blue glow-in-the-dark material and painted the wraps with the green glow-in-the-dark material. That'd be kind of really cool if you could have pulled off the blue skin tones when he's glowing. But even with that, though, it's still such a cool figure. Let's go ahead and just pop this head off and get the wired cape on. I love the fact they actually included the wired cape. You get such a nice dynamic pose to it. This is the first time for me looking at the wired cape they did for it. There's a few spots here. The wire's not connected, like this section through here. So it's going to cause little issues with posing. You can see the wire is not connected here. Same for this side here. The wire stops this corner. It looks like the little disconjointing with the wire for the hood as well. But it still gives a nice dynamic flow to the cape. I'm a big ThunderCats fan. I love glow-in-the-dark figures, so this was a must-get for me. This is such a great-looking figure, especially with it being in the glow-in-the-dark material. There is some issues, like I'm worried about the glow-in-the-dark material becoming brittle over time. So I did make a little mod to the neck socket on the open mouth head. So I pop it on the ball joint easier and it'll move it freely easier without fearing of breaking off the neck peg. Like I said, it would have been really cool if they could have figured out a way to work in the blue glow-in-the-dark material they put on the Baxter Stockman on the hands and the feet and the head. But all in all, this is just a cool looking figure. It was already a good design from Mattel. Then Super7 picked up and made their changes to it. I love the wired cape. Plus the glow-in-the-dark material is just amazing to look at when it's glowing. And to me, I'm going to actually set this up with like in between, have them, once I get the fully transformed Mumm-Ra, I can actually have this one over top, kind of in between these transforming. So if this is still in stock at BigBadToyStore, I highly recommend picking this one up. And that's all I got to say about this one.